Hey guys, welcome back to the Mac session of the lessons on YouTube. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you guys how to set up in the situation where we don't have an aux keys player. We just have a piano player and it is with no tracks. Okay, so in this situation, you're going to log on to my computer with Gibson J45 exclamation point. You're going to come over here to student, no track. Okay. And then just click on this Ableton session. And I'm going to teach you guys all the ways to troubleshoot what happens on a Sunday night. Okay, so I'm just going to do this week's set. First, let's start with the clicks, okay? So if you want to change the clicks, let me go ahead and pull something up very quickly. So I'm downloading the first video here. Let's go to new window. So in order to find the clicks, I go to song select. And this will always be signed in on my computer. Most of the keys players know the login anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But just go to songselect.com and have that up because that's where I found all my BPMs for the songs. Okay, so for this week, everybody is blowing me up right now, so I can't even do this. Okay, so this week the first song is "You Came." So you just click on the first song. You hit Command R. You're gonna hit Command R. Then you're gonna type in the name of the song. Always put on a caps lock, just to so whoever's on the keyboard can read it easily, so they know where they're going. So "You Came." Okay. Then the next thing, so you type in "You Came," hit space bar. You always have to have a space between everything. Okay. And then you hit. Let me turn this off on my phone, so hopefully that'll quit. So hopefully that'll quit buzzing on us here. Alerts. Let's see if that helps. So type it in. "You Came." Hit spacebar. Now to find the BPM, I know the BPM for the song just because we've done it so much, but I'm just going to go to it so you guys can learn how to do this. Type in "You Came." Okay, the first one obviously is the one. You kind of got to know who the song's by to look at it. But you want to hit the chord button. So right here, this will be lyrics, that'll be chords. You want to hit the chord button. And it'll give you the tempo and all that right here. Now, this tempo says 76. Usually, if it's not in the 100s, you need to double time that. So you just times that by 2. So this song we do not at 76, but at 152. And then here is the time signature. So this song is in 4/4. Typically, the only time signatures we do is 3/4 and 4/4, and most of you guys will be able to tell what that is without looking at that. But if you ever need it, it's on this. So this song is going to be at 152. So Ableton always has live right there. So you just click on it, go to here, click on it, Command R, type in "You Came," space, space, 152 BPM. So you put whatever you want, then BPM. Hit space again, and then put your time signature, which is 4/4. And then you click off of it. Okay. So then the next song we're doing this week is "Orphan Song," which is an original. So if you guys have any questions about BPMs, you can just ask me. But here's "Orphan Song." I'm going to wait till Mr. Zach Jenkins gets off the screen. So that's "Orphan Song." So we type it out, "Orphan Song," space. This song is at 140. So 140 BPM. This song is also in 4/4. So we go here. The next song we're doing is a new one called "Another in the Fire." So I do not know the BPM for this one. So I'm going to go here. Another in the fire. Sometimes you got to really look through these because you never know who's going to sing them. So this one is at 67 BPM. So we're going to do that times 2, which is 134. And the time signature is 4/4. So I'm going to go back to live. Command R. Another in the fire. Space 134 BPM space 4/4. Okay, so now here's where I'm going to teach you guys a new thing. So whenever we have no aux keys player and we have just a piano player, we're going to change the way we do pads. We're actually going to run our pads in Ableton so we don't have to have main stage open too. So if you look over here on my sidebar, I have a thing called pads. Now, all the pads are not in here yet because I'm still working on it, but this is how we will do stuff. So let's just say you came is an A. Okay, so we're going to click on and drag this over to audio 2. Okay, let's just say the next song is in D sharp. So you just click on it, drag it over to 2, and let's just say the next song is in F. So you click on it and drag it over. Now you can see at the bottom here it's kind of loading, but by the time you guys do it by yourself, all these will be loaded in. If this happens, all you got to do is just load in, and then it'll play. You can kind of watch it up here, how much it's loaded in. Okay. So this is how we're going to run pads. A couple key things that you need to know about click and pad when we do this. So the way that this is going to work is, in order to get the pad and the click to start on the first song, you just hit 1. Second song, you hit 2. Third song, you hit 3 on your keyboard. If you ever want to stop any of that, you hit spacebar. So I'll show you. Now, here is the key. Well, probably 95% of the time that somebody tries to turn on a click and it does not work. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 for the first song. You'll kind of see it light up right here. See? Now, nothing is playing. So I'm going to troubleshoot why this is not working. First off, the click is really easy. If the click is not playing, you either have 2 options. Number 1, you've messed up how you've typed it out. So you haven't put a space somewhere or something small like that. So double check that. Second thing that could stop the click from not playing is these 2 dots right here. Now watch this. I'm going to turn those on to yellow. And you guys should be able to hear click now. So we got the click playing. So I'm going to hit spacebar. Now, you seen where the pad was not, you couldn't hear the pad either. So our issue with the pad, in order for the pad to play, all this is what's keeping this pad from playing. So first off, here, this is your volume right here. The volume was all the way turned down. So I'm going to turn the volume to right there. Okay, that's our first issue. The volume's not on. Now, second issue, it will play right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 again. Okay, I lied to you guys. It will not play. I've got the volume on. See how we're getting signal right here? The issue why this is not playing is because it's muted. In order for it to play, it's got to be unmuted like that. Okay? And that will get your pad playing. So I'm going to hit spacebar to turn it all off. So when you launch it, it'll sound like this now. Okay? Sweet. So the next thing that we need to do, so the way we're running this signal is split between the pad and the click as far as the in the house goes. So you want to always make sure that this pad, you go to X out and turn it on 2. Okay, X out, turn on 2. That will split our signal between our 1 and 2. So the click will go to one channel in the back and the pad will go to another. So you can, and then all you got to do after you load that up, make sure your dots are on for your click. Make sure it's unmuted, it's yellow. Make sure your volume's turned up, and make sure this is X out and 2. Okay, so then you go, that's your first song. Hit spacebar to end or whatever. Or you can even do this. So hit 1. Okay, we're done with number 1. Let's go to number 2. And we're in song number 2 with the click playing for number 2 and for and the pad. So say we want to go to 3, hit spacebar, and we'll go to 3. Okay, that way everything is just a little simpler as far as if we don't have an aux keys player, we just have a piano player. That puts a little bit more pressure on the keys on the piano player to run 2 different setups as far as main stage and Ableton goes. Hopefully this will help eliminate that, and you guys will be able to just hit a button and it'll turn on the pad and the click. But yeah, this is typically, hopefully in the next few weeks, by the time you guys start really running this stuff, this will be how we run things. Now, if it's not, I'll make another video on how to do that. But so far, this is how we will run things from now on. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Again, troubleshoot-wise, if the click is not working, let's just turn these dots off. Because when you open Ableton, these dots will be not highlighted. So if you hit 1, all you hear is the pad playing and the click's not playing, you need to turn those dots on and you'll be able to hear it. If the pad's not coming through the house or something's up, make sure the volume's up, make sure it's unmuted, and make sure it is X out and 2 and not mastered. Okay? So that should cover everything. If not, please let me know and I will clear up anything.